10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Might as well give it to him again. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Makes a man miss. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Completes the shuffle pass. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Using his feet. Turning it on!
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback running on the draw. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. If they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pitch it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here come the Irish back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Caught behind the line. It's 4th. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Across the 35. On the sweet spin, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's locked. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rides the back on the option. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Good timing on the quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. There he goes. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out. as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Let's go!
Looking for room. It's Love. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Brown wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Love. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Green 25.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the ground game. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's locked. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. PAT unit on the field. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
29 Philly.
On the ground, it's Love. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
First and goal, Notre Dame.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Brown wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All wideouts, no backs. Brown will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move, on fires toward the end zone. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's 4. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Price. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play.
Into the secondary on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella, and they're able to get him down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First and goal.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Catch in the middle, it's Price.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Spins away from the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Price. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Let's go!
Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Price. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. On the run, it's Payne. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Stanford, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Checked out. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Catch in the middle, it's Price. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Carr. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
Pound, 55.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The play action fake. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Stanford, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. He's got the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. They just keep firing. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Doyle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Going with the ground game left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the option. Now the toss. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle.
Second down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. a second down as we open the final stanza.
Come on, set.
Looking to pass, it's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Doyle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they turn it into a defensive score. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Give to the back. Makes his man miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what?
Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Payne. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He'll run it again. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Doyle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incomplete.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on second and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Running into the open space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The pitch. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. On the run, it's Payne. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pound 55.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Washington. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Made a defender miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to pass, it's Carr. Working that left side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Payne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Rushes on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to... field with this one.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
42 spike.
The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He leaves it with his back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Get set, get set.
Looking for a man, it's Carr. Fires left. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Irish send out the punt unit. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.